Let's see. Oh god, where is it? Stats? Nope, not stats. I am looking for... Oh no, it's on the website, that's right. Let me get Restream up. My gosh, it's been a while. Continue with Google. That one, I assume? Yep, sweet. Let me just mute this. What was it? Yo! Script diagram plugin. Epicness Discords, yep. Let me just mute. Oh, mute. Oh, I didn't even notice I put that there. How do I edit that again? Settings, channels and videos. Link title hidden, developers, Discord, discord.gg/hd. Oh, https // my Discord, YouTube. Got Bad Wolf. Oh, just give me a second. I'm just gonna I have to get everything back up again because I cleared browser cookies and everything and it's logged me out. Oh yeah, I've got a uni assignment tomorrow. Oh well. Yeah, so I'm doing a plugin. So this one is like a flow diagram generator for scripts that you pass through it. So as an example, if I grab this script, I pass it. Right here, we have the scopes of the script. So this one's the root scope. So what I mean by scope is, if I close all of these functions, this entire script is under one scope. And then each of these functions have their own scope, because these functions hold variable or have a stack, and that stack has variables on the outside and any variables created on the inside. It's like if I create a variable A here, it's on the stack inside Epic, but when it leaves the Epic function, the stack removes A from the, stack. Because it's not meant to be outside the function, it's meant to be on the inside. What does it mean to pass it? So when I say pass script tokens, so this button here, that means pass it. Passing just means like get the data and like do something with the data that's programmed. It's like if I say, okay, pass this JSON file, which is this here, I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go to this JSON file and I'm going to sort the data in some way. I'm going to manipulate the data in some way. I'm going to read the data in some way. Or a mix of everything. Which is what I'm doing for this one. But yeah. If I pass that, we have lots of scopes here. So if I actually open the script, you'll see that this one's like a sample script from... was this Prop Hunt game? Yeah, Prop Hunt game looks like. But essentially, we have the root scope up here. It's gonna start passing each variable, and each line and expression and everything. So right here we've got call expression statement 0. So 0 is the scope number, or is that line number? Scope number, it looks like. Yeah, scope number. So when I say call expression statement, that's this, and it's gonna call it with scope 0 because there's no function or anything that's inside. pass function arguments list 1. So that is this here. It's going to put it under new scope. Step depth 1. And then it's just a string literal. So that just means it's a string. And then it goes on to line 2, which is the local variable set here. So that's local variable stat. Not sure what stat means, but I think it's just setting it. But yeah, that's there's quite a bit there. Yeah, like left hand side, right hand side. Variable expression. An assignment stat. What is this? Get created functions. But yeah, I have to add a few things. And it looks like we're going really good with this. Sweet. Internet's stable enough now to actually do this properly. But yeah, so essentially I have to still work on this here. So I have 2 passes. This was my old one, which is a little bit more messy because I was just going through it once trying to get it to work. Then I redid the parser, and this one's a new one, which is much neater. And it's much easier to work with. But yeah, essentially I have to just implement these, which I'm going to do on the stream. And then I'm going to get this here. So this specific function is going to pass the environment data. So the tokens, which are these things here in the output, it's going to pass that into a JSON format. So a node JSON format for the flow diagram to load, which is this one here. So the flow diagram pretty much already works. Actually, if I go here, which one is it? This one. There's a test diagram here. And that already works. Like that. And I believe if I go inside test diagram, this is what the JSON data looks like. So we have test 1, that depends on nothing. Test 2 depends on test 1, so it's going to have a connection there. Test 3 depends on test 2, so yep. Test 4, 5, and 10, they depend on test 3. So test 3, test 3, test 3, and so on. So if I go to 8 here, test 8, it requires 6, 7, and 11, which is the case. And pretty much I just have to construct the flow diagram from the script information so that, like, if I call a function, this will point to the other scripts. Or if I call a function, it will show me the different scopes that are, like, gone through to get the information back. It'll be epic once it's ready, but till then, yeah. But essentially, I am just trying to work on this and get this fixed, as well as looks like I'm going to actually have to add an assignment stat here. So we'll implement that too. So 153 we have not implemented, get created functions. So we've got a restrict scope UUID here. So every scope under the script has a unique identifier. That's just so I can say, okay, if I want to get all variables under this one scope, I can use this variable here, restrict scope UUID, to get the variables that are created on that scope. But essentially, what I'll be doing is having a look here. So we have a actually, I think these ones are just gonna be, yeah, so under here, I need to add information to this. So if I have a look now, these are actually not used anywhere. So I have to go and look for the things like call expression statement. That is a function. These are created functions here. So we need to also put them. We've got variable expression. So that's an expression that's going to have like a ternary operator, for example, if you do know what those are. We've got local variable setting. And then unsupported types there, which we'll have a look at later. So, let's do Let's do the created functions first, since that's the easiest. So under here, statement type is function stat, local function stat, or function literal. I'm just going to do table.insert self.created function. So this is a class, actually. I should point that out. This is a class, and the reason for this is I can create a new class for every script that I want to pass, and then that way they have their own object, which I can just say, okay, pass this new statement, which may or may not be from the script, but it will act like as if it's from the script. Hey, sorry. Yeah, so pass tokens, we can actually make it pass a new script entirely. It will do that, so this will clear and then pass that. But yeah. And then that's outputting. Oh, we haven't done that yet, though. I need to fix that because of these errors. But yeah. So table.insert self-created function. Let's create a new table. We're going to have parent UUID. Oh, actually, I'll put scope UUID. Is the new scope UUID. The data equals statement data. Index equals statement index. And I think that's all I really need to do, to be honest. I need the scope UUID so I can actually use this restrict scope UUID here. And then I want to keep the data and the index here. So that way, if I need any extra information about it, actually I probably don't need that index, but I do need the data. So that way I know what this function is doing, if it's got a body, all of that. So like function stat and also body, that's important. And what I'm going to actually also do is print that statement data. So that way we can view it and have a look at it again. So if I go save as a little plugin, if I go script, pass it. Now this giant print statement here, that is the function that has been called. So if I have a look at the script here, we can see what function it is. So looking at name chain, we have source as epic. That is all lowercase. And we have local. So local, there's 3 dots there, so that's those 3 dots there. We've got an end. So that's the function name, that's the information there. So this body is basically what's inside the function. And then everything else here is information about the specific function, where it is, what's the leading white space or leading characters to it. It's like what's before it, what's after it, that sort of thing. But essentially, all I really need to do is, under the name chain, I just need to compile this into a name, essentially. So if I do function name equals statement data dot name chain, and I'm going to have a local function up here, local function join name train, oh chain, not train, name train data, and I'm going to do for underscore string data, and I pairs name chain data do, and we have local name string return name string. I'm going to do name string equals name string dot dot the source of that table, string data dot source. So up here I'll do if not string data dot source, then one invalid name chain data. I'll do name, or was it string data? Yeah. And we'll continue. So I'm going to say continue because it won't actually have it. So we'll do that. And it looks like that's good. What I'll do now is Let's call that function on the name chain data there. So now we've got the function name, the scope UID, and the data to do with the function. I'm going to remove this print. And that should be the created functions, which is the first one. So now if I go and do this again, we should actually get more output now. So table insert, table expected, got nil, 89. Self underscore created functions. Oh, that's the problem. This is the scope registry. So I want to do scope registry dot created functions. And then also, since that's under a scope registry here, these scopes are under the scope. Where is it? So we've got scope registry, the UID equals the scope registry table. So what I need to do for these functions down here is I need to go through every scope that's in this parser and pull all the created function data. So local created functions array. So array is it's numerically indexed, so that means it starts at 1 and it keeps adding up 1. Oh, I didn't even read chat. Hey Libya. Oh, it's been a while, yeah. Decoding Git to push to GitHub. I'm using GitHub desktop, so technically yes. That's what I'm doing here. But I definitely do in other projects too. But I need to go through. So here we'll do if not. Actually, we'll do if. Or how do I want to do this? If not, if restricted scope UID, then else. I'll just do a normal statement for the moment. So here we'll have if we pass in a restrict scope UID, we want to do if self dot scope registries the UID. So we'll do local scope dot. No, we can't do that there. We're gonna do it here. If scope data then or underscore scope data in pairs. So scope registries do. So we have a scope registries table, which is a dictionary. So this dictionary has a string index, or I should say object index, and that points to a value. So that's backend stuff, pointers, but essentially the difference between an array and a dictionary is that arrays have a numerical index, so starting from 1 counting up. Dictionaries have a custom index. So that would be a string, object, reference, it can be Boolean. But essentially on this scope registries is a dictionary because we have the index as the registry UID. So if I go back up here, we are setting the index here as the scope UID to the table. And then this one is this specific one here is a array, but that's a part of a dictionary. So it's essentially like we have the scope UID, so UID equals an array. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this outer table here, so this one out here is a dictionary, but this one here is an array because that's counting up by numerical. I think you get the idea, but hey, Light, 15 minutes before I go to school. Oh, that's fun. I haven't gone to school for 2 years. Although I'm in uni, so I guess it still counts as school. But yeah, I think I went on a rant for no reason. I guess I miss streaming too much. But essentially on this scope registry is a array. Oh, the scope registry created functions an array. So we need to loop through this array, check the scope UID. Actually, I don't think we need that anymore, do we? No, we do want it. We do want that because if we look through these created functions elsewhere and we want to know what scope this is under, because if we don't include this, we don't know what scope it's a part of, this scope UUID will tell us. So we can say, okay, this created function is calling something else in a totally different scope. Get the scope UUID, and we want to create a new node in the flow diagram under the scope UID, so I can make like a box system or something. So that way you can separate by scope and you can see what everything's doing. But yeah, that's just for the future. But essentially that's important that I do have a reference back to the scope where this created function or this function was created. So when you look through this, so we've got two here. So if there is the scope data for this specific scope UID, we have for underscore created function in ipairs. Now I know Roblox has done that, so you can actually just do in table do, but I still like using ipairs, so I can specify what iterator it's going to use. Because in some cases I might want to actually have it use pairs rather than ipairs, possibly. I don't know how optimized in is, but yeah, it's whatever. For create function, let's do, so this created functions array, let's add this created function inside it. And so if there's that scope data, for each of those scope data, we want to add that there. Yeah, so that's essentially everything. So actually what I can do here is, instead of returning a table every time, we only need to return a table here. So the reason behind this is, if I do return scope data dot, let me just explain this once I add it. Created functions. Where's the other one? There. So essentially, I don't actually need to return a new table here. I can just return the scope data table because I'm restricting it, so I only want this scope's function table. So instead of creating a new table and looping over it, doing whatever for no reason, I can just return it. And then if I need to do multiple different scope registries, I can then create a table and then copy it and all that. Too much data in my brain. Yeah, it's alright. And here I can actually simplify it more. I can do boom. Actually, I don't know. No, that would be faster, yeah. But yeah, we'll pretty much be doing this for all of these ones here. And as a matter of fact, I could probably, function class underscore whole get data, get array data, get scope array data. So because we'll be doing this 3 times, but we'll just be changing that one created functions variable here, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to have this function handle all of them, but I'm going to pass in the scope UID here as well as the table that we're looking for. So then what I can do is I can say that and that. So now I can use this here, so I'll do return self restrict and underscore created functions. So now I can do this for this one, and this one. And I just have to change this here. So this will now become function calls. Get function calls. Get created variables. Created variables. Let me move that down. There we go. So now I've simplified that down. And that is very neat. And I like it. I could probably actually have that as a double underscore, but whatever. Alright. So now this will actually work. Except we have one problem, which is that we need to implement the variable additions, and we need to implement the function calls. So we have a slight problem with this, which actually I think I've covered anyways using this new loop here. But what we saw before was that here we have, where is it? We have call expression statements. We've got local variable stat. So local variable stat, I remember now, is local variable statement. And if we have a look at why it's called a local variable statement, that is because it's actually, it has a body, which is, in this case, a function call. So what we need to do is go inside this local variable stat, go inside the data, and we want to get this function call. So that way we can add it to our scope registry call functions table, and then we can later on pass it into a node tree map. How long have you been scripting on Roblox for? Since 2015. Although I haven't scripted for like a month. I just lost motivation pretty much. I have been doing Java though. That's been pretty fun. But yeah, that's the same for all of these. That's get service. So function call, function call, function call. That's function call, function call, function call. These are still function, well, not technically function calls, but they're access or assignments. I think it's assignments. It might be something else. We have to print the data, but yeah. So essentially, we're gonna go through these different local variable stats, and then we need to pass that data that's inside them, so that way we can have everything map out nicely. So, firstly, line 89. Let's figure out what this problem is. Scope registry, created functions. Table expected got nil. Created functions. What? Let me print scope registry. Oh, I didn't update it this way. Let's do this one. So if I go here, pass it again. I pairs table expected got nil. Name chain. Print name chain data. Let me just see what's wrong with this. So that's passing nil. Let's print statement again. Oh, it might be under something else this way. Function stat. Okay. That's what the thing was. So only if there's a function stat will it have the name chain. So what we need to do is actually move that inside this function stat here. Let's just look at the body real quick. Okay, so that's just gonna pass the body as, yep, a new depth. So let's comment that one out. Let's return here. Me too, your videos help a lot in scripting, thank you so much. No worries. Glad it's helping. I might talk a little bit quickly, but that's just how I talk, I guess. And, yeah, also I need to actually put that there, I forgot about that. Still accessing the wrong thing here. I was doing that, but I need to go inside the function stat and get the name chain. Bonk. Okay, let's see. Yep, so that's working. Name chain 1. Ooh, wait. No, yeah, that's fine, yep. So we can get rid of that print now, since that's working. Next thing, line 150. One of these is wrong. Get variable assignments. Ah, I commented that out. Didn't I? Wait, no, I didn't. Function class, get variable assignments. Oh, no, yeah, I didn't want that one, that's why. Variable assignments, base string, changed variables. I'll put that in a comment for now. But yeah, if I do pass it, there we go. So now we've got all the information we want. So we've got create functions 1 under the registry scope blah, which is a depth of 1. We've got 3 created functions under the root directory, which is correct. So if we have a look here, we've got 1, 2, 3 functions created under the root directory. We still have to add the call functions and the now, which is good. And if I go ahead and what's this one? Oh, display latest. I guess I haven't finished that. But what I can do now is oh, that's interesting. I didn't even see that. Why is there so many prints for? Plug in 100. Oh, I was printing it. Oh, that's why. Alright, line 72, IPAS table expected got nil. Pass script. Ah, yep. Okay, so end parser class, we want to get created function calls. Get function calls. So function call node, we had to go back to the data which was given. So we have the scope UID, the function name, and the actual data of it. So what I might do, we know we don't have that. So what I'm gonna do is call function call node local scope UID scope UID function name and we've got the function data. Oh, actually, let's add the depth also to it. That'd be nice to have. Depth equal depth. So we have the local depth equals function call node dot depth. So data type, we can have that in here too, why not? Type equals statement data dot type. That at the very top. Local data type equals function call node dot type. So the reason why I pulled all of these here is because I have this SHA-256 here, and that is to create a unique identifier for every node. So every function call, every variable assignment, every function created. And that is the ID for the node. So it's important that I have that unique ID, because when you have a flow diagram, you want everything to have a unique ID, so that way there's no confusion in the flow diagram generator of what's trying to connect to what. So by having this extra information, what I can do is, by doing that, I can definitely say it has to be this specific function name under the specific scope, under the specific script, and it has to have a scope depth of this value. So unless there's two functions with the same name under the same scope, then this will be completely fine. And in that case, it won't even show up like normal, because you override the function with the new one that you created. It's like, what I mean by that is, if I have function A, and then below it I have function A, this one becomes obsolete because this one replaces it. So I don't actually need to worry about anything else. I don't need like a line number or anything, because you can only have one function under the scope with that name. And because I have the scope unique identifier here, I can say, okay, this function under the scope. So even if you have, let's say, function A, local function A, this doesn't matter in the flow diagram generator, because this scope registry UID is different to this one. This one has a scope registry UID of its own. This one has one of its own. And the depth value is also different. That's one depth higher than this one, or one depth lower than this one. Well, yeah, sorry, one depth higher than this one here, because this one's on the inside of this one. So this one has a deeper depth in the script. And it won't matter either if there's same function names in different scripts, because I have the script path here, so it's unique to every script, unless you have the same name under the same parent and all of that. But even then, the unique identifier is unique, so there's a very low collision chance. So collision being, there's a very low chance that even if the condition's met, this still has to match. So even if the function name is the same, the depth is the same, the script path is the same. So if the script's got the same name and the same parent, this scope UID, it's called through this HTTP service, generate GUID false. So unless this one collides somehow, then actually I should say somehow, it's a very low chance. But if that does have somehow the same UID as the other scope, then only then will it collide and you have a messed up diagram. But that is super low chance. Actually, I could probably reinforce it more by having the index. Let's just do that function index. There we go. And now it's really solid. Holy. And the reason why I also wanted that there was because I want to have a data table here. And I want to have the scope UID, the function name, the depth, the data type. Actually, I might as well just put this whole table here. Yeah, there we go. And there we go. And that's the reason I want that. Alright, see you launched. But yeah, that's essentially that now. What I can do is... I'm just gonna have the... that print there. Like so. And that should be good. So now if I go and... save as a local plugin. I pass that. Table expected got nil to 23. Individual. Oh, there we go. Forgot to change that. Forgot about that. Let's go back down here. Where is it? Because of the way how I did it previously, I need to actually change this here. And I'm just gonna print the variable straight up. So now if I do that, pass it, we should have a table of created functions. So there looks like one function, okay. Or is that a function call? Function name work. Scope. Oh, did I get created functions? Ah, I did it under the scope registry. Okay. So what I'm actually gonna do is scroll up. Where's depth 0? Okay, here it is, yeah. So function name's epic. So I actually have it so it's doing it registry by registry. And then it'll print whatever's inside that registry. So like at the very bottom here, there should be several of these created functions. Yeah, so under this root directory, you can actually think of directories now. So under this root directory, we have 1, 2, 3 created functions. And that holds true because epic 1, epic 2, another, epic 3, third. And then there's no, you know, what do you call it, variable or function calls yet, because we need to add that. But essentially, if I go to, where is that, 221? Under here, 221. So we need to have a look at why. Local script node. Ah, I haven't done anything with it, that's why. What I need to do is actually local script node map. Table.insert. Local script node JSON. I'm going to have just that. I need the script name and then the... That's what it was, okay. So we have the script path. Is that what it was meant to be? I think that's what it was meant to be. So, what I mean by individual node JSON array here, or the local script node JSON array, is if for every script that we're passing, I want to have one global one, so that shows everything all together in a giant map, how they interact. Then you can have individual scripts also show up, so you can see their own node map. So that's essentially what I'm trying to do here. And I think I've fixed it now. Also, if we have a look at... Was that line 79? I wonder if it printed anywhere. Okay, it didn't print anywhere. Did it? 79. No, it doesn't look like it did. Oh well. But yeah, we can go back to it now. If we do save to local file, let's do pass it again. So we have workspace.script, but there's no data in this. Local script node map. Was that meant to be a... No, that's an array. An array of nodes. So that means I'm just returning that then? Or am I returning the wrong one? No. So that's per script. For each of them, I want to have script path to that one. Yep. So that's going to have script path. This is going to be the node array for that script. That's going to go to flow diagram generator. So that's actually loading the test diagram. Where is it? I've lost it. Is it at the bottom of this one? Wait, no. It would be in this one. There we go. Okay. So that's individual nodes. So script node array. Split the path by a dot. Load it so it's the name. And that's a node array. Okay. Yep. So that is correct. I guess it's just not doing that properly. If I swap that reference around, that's probably what's breaking it. So if I do that, and I pass that, table indexes are nil. Okay. Oh wait. That's why it wasn't working. Because the variable actually had a value after it was updated. Was that 167? Hey, I need to seriously go and remove that. That is obnoxious how much spacing there is. Pass it. So that's all the created functions. That's all the registries. Okay, so individual node JSON array is nil. I'm gonna work backwards from it. So that is definitely that one. That one's not working. So it's that one that's breaking. Interesting. So what we'll do is that here has to be while what's this? No data dot layer -1 while not local script node map previous layer do so while it's non-existent or the previous layer becomes 0 if previous layer is smaller than 0. So if it is actually larger than 0 then previous layer would be boom boom boom. So essentially I have to go from the current layer, I have to keep going towards layer 0 so that way I can find the parent layer to this one, and only if it is not the root do I want to set the dependent ID. So if this ends up being the root layer, if it is, or if it ends up being -1, so there is no root layer, then it'll just leave it blank. Yeah, so that's working. I feel like this isn't gonna work. Let me just make sure it's gonna work. That should be okay, yeah. So only problem is I need to figure out why this isn't working properly. I'm gonna print that twice. See what changes. 96 is empty. Hmm. "96 is empty, okay. So that one's empty. What I'll do is, if not depth, then I'll do that. That should definitely fix it now. Or not, okay. Print depth. Get function calls. Actually, I should probably put this the other way around. Actually, let me try this. Print reference. Let me print that. It's always fun debugging these. Pass it. So we are looking for function calls nil. So nil means every directory. For scope ID, scope data, and IPs. Where is it? I've lost it. Create functions. 0. Created functions. Create function 0, but there's one right there. Well, let's have a look at why that's happening. Oh, unless the index... No, because it's tilde insert. Function calls nil. $179. Let's pass it again. We've got underscore function calls. That's under the scope registry. So under each scope, there should be a function calls table. Scope data. There's under scope registries. Actually, is it even printing anything? Empty table. 179. One 173. That's a UID. That's the index. Let me just print the scope data again. No, but it's giving me an empty table anyways. It's weird. Unless... Unless the parent ID is false. If the parent ID is false, what happens? Does pairs iterate over false? I reckon that's what's happening. If I go here, he's got a lot of output. Boom. Create function, create function, create function. So there's create function there. Nope, so parent UID is false. Underscore created function. Oh, that's function calls. Right. Oh my god. Get function calls. I want to get create functions. Now I know what the problem is. I just wasn't thinking straight. So what I'm actually doing here is I'm trying to loop over function calls. But what I've got set up is created functions only at the moment. That's why when I go up here, it's only in the created functions. So what I should actually be doing is adding call functions. Okay, so that is working. It's just I forgot about that. Lucky I found that before anything else happens. Now that I know what the problem is, it'll be super easy fixing it. I just need to make sure I, let's just make sure I add the depth there. So the reason why that node map's not loading is because there's no actual function calls. And there's no function calls because we don't pass it the function calls. So what I need to do is... So function calls are a little bit different. So when I have a look at the tokens for this, what we need to do is find a call. I believe it is. Yeah, so we've got a argument call, we've got a call expression, we've got a call expression statement. We've got all these different types, but what we need to do is find, if I look at print, for example, or not. Is there no print? Surely there's a print. What? Okay. Where's body? Token is a table. Oh. That's why I can't access it. Okay. I guess it's referencing the environment table or something, but what we're looking for is argcall. That's what I need to implement. So if we have a look here, so we have a argument call. If statement data dot type is with argcall, then else if. I don't mind this. We just need to do argument call, and that should be the arg list. So what we have here is, instead of create functions, we've got function calls. We've got the type, scope, name chain. Just make sure the name chain is there. That would be under the... Oh boy, where is it? Function. Statement list. Base. Call. It's a table. Why is that broken? Let's find another one. I guess not. Okay. Okay, our calls don't actually work properly. Our call is being weird. Print statement data. The arg list. I have to take that out for a second. Actually, what I'll do is just set that to the type. Yeah, programming nightmare. Something's not displaying right. I guess there's a node 2 string or something on the data, like backend wise. Oh, I need a warn statement so I know what's up. Warn, arg, call. Let's do that again. Pass it. Whoops, deselected. Pass it. We're looking for an arg call. So we actually don't have any yet. So what we'll need to do is... let's go and figure out what we're missing. So if we have a look at the arg call, what is the parent one of that? What is it? A stat list. So we need a way to sort stat lists. So stat lists have statement lists. Okay. So does a stat list... it always has a statement list. Okay. So if it's a stat list, we have that already. So let's skip that one. Let's go back to the arg call. So that's under a statement list, which is a stat list. That's under a function stats body, which is under a stat list again. Okay. Let's pass it again. So there's no stat list. That's for sure. Unless it's because function statements body. We pass the body of function statements. Has a body, we do pass that. We do pass that. What are we missing even? There was something that we missed, wasn't there? Where's the unsupported type? Oh, actually, we do have a assignment stats. Let's have a look at this. Let's see where this fits into the map. So that's actually not used here, which is cool. I don't have to deal with that. I'm sure you had a something that could be processed. Weird. But yeah, there's the statement list. Red of varg literal. No, okay. What other ones do we have? We've got a arg call. We've got a call expression statement. Which also has an argument list. So that's actually a function call. Call expression statement. Arg list. That's a call expression. So call expression statements are multiple calls in one. Yeah, so I'll have to do both of these anyways. So let's do else if statement types a call expression. Whoops. Call expression. Then, as we always do, let's just print them. What am I missing? Same block as previous. Oh, call expression. So I need to pass this call one here, so I can just do pass the argument functions. So call expression statement. That is... I'm just going to set it to the type because there's no actual function name. Actually, no, yeah, I'm going to have to remove that because it's not actually a... So call expression. Let me remove the output. Oh god, I don't even know where it is. Where is it? There it is. Let me remove this output pass for the moment. So if I do that again. So we have local variable statement. So that's number literal, but that is the expression list. So I do need to parse the expression list. Local var statement. Self parse statement list. Parse function arguments. I'll leave that one for now. Local variable statement. We'll leave that. We'll leave that one. Leave that one. I'm trying to find call expression statement. Oh, no, that one's fine. Source string 2. String literals. Local A equals 0. I'm trying to get all the function calls. Okay. Any function calls? That's what I'm after. Well, actually, now that I know what I'm looking for, I can do epic 2. Let's output this. Let's search for epic 2. Let's do statement list, name change. So that's creating the function. Let's look for the next one. So this is under a statement list, which is under a stat list. A stat list, which passes into a statement list. It is a want. What is it registered as? A local function statement. Is that creating the function though? Function stats. Wait, there's only one match. That's not helpful. Why can't it find it? I think something's not being displayed here. Because that's setting up the variable. That's fine. Let's actually do that while we're here. So local var stats. Table.insert registry dot created variables. Let's do all of that. Join name string. Statement data dot var list. Variable value equals the expression list. So the reason why I'm having this as the expression list and not the actual value is because the expression list can also call functions, which will be a problem if I try, convert them to a value. So I'm just going to pass the entire expression list so that way I can actually express it. So show it as if it's like joining pieces of data together and all that, if I ever want that. But that should be adding variables there. Let me just look at the call expression statement. Call expression statement. Call expression. So I want a call expression statement, but not call expression. Token is table. Arguable. Oh, I see you now. Okay. So, argument list, table. It's saying table because that's the game's environment table, but it can't show it. That's the current problem with this. So, what I actually have to do is do a test here, local print. Function dot print dot. I'm going to do that. So then when I do that, we get a new expression here that we can look at. So local variable stat. We've got a body. If statement data dot body, then var list expression list. Oh, and yeah, var list expression list. If statement data dot body, then I'm gonna do self pass. What's pass body? Body dot statement list. Body dot statement list. What? Hey, I don't know what you mean by that. Number literal. Okay, let's see. I go and save that. Pass it. We've got passing local function stats. Let's just view that again. So if statement data dot body. Oh, I don't go through the expression list. Local var stats if statement data dot expression list, then expression list, wrong one, expression list. Statement data body expression list. Oh, that's why. I left the dot body there. 81. Okay, good. That's not this. Yep, passing string literal, number literal. We can skip that one. Let's add that into the ignore list. Expression lists. Alright, that should be supported now. So what I can do is go and I'm actually going to comment that out. . Variable expression, called expression. So we've done that one. Is that commission project or my own? Ah, this one's my own. I got bored one day and I started it. Let's pass that. So that should be good. Yep. Alright, now let's do the next one. So what's that one? That is created variables. Is that right? Yeah. Yep, that's right. So we want now any function calls. So I need a large script for this one. Let's do that one. A table literal. Oh yeah, that's table literal, yep. Let's get rid of that. Method expression. Is that calling a function? Render data. Ah, yep, that makes sense. Method expression, that's a function call. Let's copy that. Else if statement data dot type is equal to method expression, then dot method expression, print that statement data. Let's have a look at it. So that's the source. We've got the argument, so that's what goes inside there. And we've got the method itself. So let's do a self. So if statement data dot function arguments, then underscore pass function arguments. Actually, is there even a point using this? It literally just passes it to that. Scope registry dot depth +1. Scope registry dot depth +1. Depth +1. Actually, I don't even need the scope registry depth. I can just do depth +1. Method expression. Yeah, so arg call. Render data. Function arguments. Not looking for that. I am looking for the name. Where's the name? Am I blind? Base function arguments, method, token, type. Oh, the variable equals the value. Right. That makes sense. Assignment stat. That is an assignment stat, which we can ignore for now. Was that assignment stat 2? Just normal, okay. Wait, you can edit Roblox scripts in VS Code. Yes, you can. That is using Roho to sync it. So table literals cleaned out field expression. Replicated core. Ah, that's the field expression. Okay. We can actually skip field expressions, now think about it. Let's do that one again. Field expression. I'm gonna have to put these on several lines now. There's so many. Alright, let's save as local plugin. Try it again. Method expression. Function arguments. Actually, what I should probably do is, I should probably parse the... That might change weirdly, now think about it. I'd like to find out. Hey, Real Drip. Anyhow, I think that should be okay for the moment. Now that I'm seeing it more and more, I might just have to make a universal check for everything under one thing. Got method expression. Call expression. Here's another one. Call expression. Let us do if there is a function arguments. Parse it. There we go. Put call expression. And there is a function arguments Pass the arg list. Oh wait, did I not update it? C stack overflow. Huh. That should be updated now. Yep. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move this to a separate function. Function class. Let's go check available passes. Statement index statement data. Scope registry. So if there's a functions, I think I see why I did that now. If there is a stat, if there is a body, let's put them on separate lines. Depth +1, depth +1. I'm not gonna bother wanting them. Expression list. If there's a body, we've got the body check. So pretty much it either has to pass it or it has to check for available. I could do both. If there is an arg list, I should just do it like that actually, yeah. Arg calls should be ignored. Hey, Madsen. Check passes, check available. Check function arguments. Let me just try this. I'll see if this way works. Because what might end up happening is statement list. I know it's the same as the previous one. I guess I could just do... If there's function arguments... I need to make sure I don't miss any, that's the problem here. So function arguments pass the arg list. Yep. So it looks like if there's an arg list... If statement body arg list, then arg list. Method expression. Cool. Right. List types. I'll put them in a whitelist. Was actually looking for how to structure my Roho projects. Got any good ideas? Wait, let me check if I uploaded that. I think I might have done a video. Oh, I didn't. Oh, that explains. I have a video that's about how I structure my projects and all that. It's not uploaded though. But essentially, it's like how I've got it here. I went SRC folder. In this case, since it's a plugin, this gets automatically parented under server storage. Right here. But, I would have replicator storage, replicator first, server script service, server storage, all of those different services in this folder. So I can just minimize it. And those would parent the scripts to those directories inside Roblox. And then for any assets, I personally don't keep them in the GitHub. So everything will be in the game. But what you can do is either have a separate GitHub or just put it in the same GitHub. And just put it under a parent for assets or something. So I would keep it separate from the same parent as the scripts. I'll put them under an asset folder or something. But yeah, just like kind of tough to explain. And I don't want to have to open up projects because I'm doing this one here. Variable expression. So many different expression types. Oh shit. Statementless, call expression. Method, local var stats. Local var stat. So we have table.find whitelist types, statement data.type, then parse We'll see if... And that should definitely reduce the size of the scripts. One, 1, 2. 1, 1, 6. Oh, Steam data. Oh no, that's supposed to be check available passes. Scope registry, statement index, statement value. Yep, that's definitely getting everything. Holy. Unsupported type indent. Let's just skip indent. Indent. Return statement. That skipped. Let's do print parse type. So skip the indents. I don't want to miss anything, so I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to look at our whitelist table here, and I'm going to see if we've got everything. Can I fold all? I can't. Okay. Let's actually just search for type. Oh, actually, yeah, let's make sure we put symbol in here too. Symbol. Type. Indent variable expression. Variable expression. String, string literal. String literal. String. Symbol, call expression statement. Call expression statement, call expression. Variable expression. Symbol, symbol, indent, symbol, method expression, symbol, keyword. Valist keyword. Local. I can skip keyword. Yeah, what's the best way to get started? And is scripting or Roblox something worth doing dollar-wise? I know the basics, but I don't know how to put it all together. When you first start scripting, you have to do it. You really have to focus on not getting money at the start, because you need to practice a lot and get used to the Roblox environment. It can be worth definitely dollars-wise, but that's only if you're mainly doing long-term projects, so you're doing complicated short-term or mid-terms. Yeah, it's mainly that, and you need to find people that are gonna actually hire you for that amount too. That's one of the trickier parts too, because right now the market's just flooded with super low pay stuff. So local bear statement, it's kind of hard. Variable expression. What do I not have yet? Variable expression, method expression, call expressions. Do I have that here? Call expression statement, call expression. Variable expressions. Field expression, that's ignored. Field expression is actually, I should probably not ignore. Because that one can have, like if I do module get table dot epic, I think that's a field expression. So, field expression, table literals, table literal, variable method, why not? Expression, let's skip that one. Binary operator, expression, that one is. No, we can't skip that one. That's an expression. Any expressions we have to actually pass through. Because they can call functions. Oh, if statements have... Oh my god, I need to do an if statement thing. I'm gonna actually delete if statement so it shows up. That was stupid of me. And for loops. I need to delete the for loops, so... Generic for stats. Assignment statement. Statement 1. I'm actually gonna move these into here. So it's only really literals and all of that. Return statements can have expressions, so we need to do that. Yeah, the literals and the specials. That's mainly what it is. Well, I'm gonna watch some videos. You doing that is a little bit too much. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, this is a little bit up there. Okay. Let's go back. Let's pass that one. Passing type 3 core local function call expressions. So that looks like it's working again, which is great. If I go and now do that one. Unsupported type if statements, perfect. Unsupported type generic for, perfect. Let's do the for loop first. So under our thing here. So we have body. We're gonna generate a list. Oh shit. Generate a list. What the fuck? Ah, is that... Looks like we're doing that one. And for generate lists, we're gonna parse. Statement data dot generate list. Then we just need to pass the generated list. This is a generic for stats. We also need to do the body. The body's good. We've got the statement list there. Called expressions we've got. So that was really easy. Let's also move that generator list up here. Generator list. Or generator? Or generate. It is a generic for stat. What? Which one is it? Generator list. I've lost it. Where'd it go? Generator lists is under the... Where's the type? Generic first. Oh, I'm going crazy. Okay. Yes. Expression lists. So it'll pass that automatically. We're good on that part. Statement lists have a left-hand, right-hand side. If it is a condition... Statement data. Unop. Oh my god. Unop. We need to pass... There's an index expression, what the fuck? Unop. Let's keep that there. So we're going to generate a list. We'll let it break it down for us. We're going to if statement. So let's add that if statement now. So if stat. So what we have? Generate a list. We've got the for loop. Did I add that? No, I didn't. Let's add that for loop in here. Generic for stat. Oh, hey, Light. Hey, highest fragger. I'm watching because I never saw you stream in a long time. How long ago? Like 2020? Long or? Oh, there is some huge print statements. If stat. If stat. If stat. If stat. If stat. Index expression. If stat. If stat. If stat. What, heaps of if statements. Okay. Look how many fucking things there are. If statements. Let's do this. Yay. Alright, so if it is a if stat, what do if statements have? We have the body statement list, that's fine. We have the condition, so if statement data dot condition, then I might have to pass it as a parent. Oh boy, what is going on here? If it's a condition. Oh, fuck it. If it's a these conditions again wild. Holy character instance. Unop. Oh yeah, undo. Okay, yeah. So I need to do... Oh shit, there's so much here. If it's a condition... It's a... I know. Expression. Statement data dot condition as its own condition. So now we'll say, okay, if it's a binary expression. Was that the other one that we're missing? If stat, call. There's another type we were missing. What was it? Index expressions are simply nothing at the moment. Actually, can I just do it to one of my things here? That'd be cool. Made. Are we missing anything? If statement. Oh, we need to do this if statement thing. Oh, whoops, I didn't update it. Index expression. I'm gonna have to actually do is just quickly, let me do return epic print string. Do val. Yep. Let's do the output of that. We should have a nothing. Oh, okay. Can I just print all that data real quick? I have a feeling it's not going to work properly. Or it's not working properly. So that's under the scope. Call expression. Variable expression. Index expression. An index expression as a argument list. Arg list, right? Yeah. Oh, it does it anyways. Okay, sweet. We don't have to worry about that. Yay! And I got rid of the script which I was using again. Anyhow, let's continue with this one. Let's try it on this one. Oh boy. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot to remove the print. Crap. Where's the print? Hello, print statement. Where are you? You are in here. Let's pass that. I'm looking for anything we're missing, like a knob. And continue statement. We can skip that one for sure. Continue statement. Continue, unop, continue. So get rid of continues. A variable expression. So unop. Continue. Continue. So in unop. Unop. So if statement data dot right hand side, then LHS. Oh yeah, I can just do that then. Unop expression. Unop expr. So it's a index expression. Next one. So we got field. We've got function arguments. So that's all going to work. That's going to pass through it all. So actually, if I go and save, see ya Libya. If I parse it now, we should see all but one index expression. I forgot to put that in the whitelist here. Oh my god, there's so many. Okay. Now we can do all these different things. If statement data right hand side. Oh, actually, I didn't even implement that. I need to check that. Uh, huh. $88. So it can be an array as well as a dictionary, right? No, it's just an array. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Let me go back through that again. Method expression, variable expression. Actually, I don't see why that errored. Index function with let me print the entire statement data. Left hand side, right hand side, okay. Because they equal to a table. Except when it's like that. So number of 0 and or statement dot right hand side. Okay. So that's the right hand side, and I want to do the same for the left hand side. So essentially, I check if it's an array. If it's an array, I just pass the array through. If it's not an array, that means it's a dictionary, and then I have to change that dictionary and add it to an array. So I can figure out what type it is and pass the information correctly. Now if I try that again... we should have nil literal. That is a skippable. Parent, oh, parentheses expression. Paren expression. If there's a dot expression. Dot expression. Pass statement list. Should be statement data. Dot expression in parentheses? No. If there's a parent expression, pass the expression to here. Let's try that. Oh boy, there is a lot here. Alright. So, what I need to do is... So the current problem is that every time there's a different, like, function argument, function stat, whatever, it's going to jump up one depth, which is a problem. What I want it to actually do is keep the depth until it's either calling a new function. No, if it's creating a new function. If it's creating a new function or... That's it really, isn't it? So function stat. So arguments will be the same. Body is a new depth. Expression's the same. Expression list is the same. Argument list is the same. Generator list is the same. Condition is the same. Right hand side and left hand side are the same depth. So this one is when something has a body, that means it's like in a new scope. In a new scope. A function stat is... I'll have to check what function stat is. You create spaghetti? Your spaghetti. Oops. It hasn't. Oh shit, I don't know. Oh, I get that. That's not working with that. Try it with the maid. Wait, what is it even under function stat? Event's got to have that one for sure. Boolean literal. Let's skip that one. Break stats. Let's skip that one. Break statements. Boolean literal. We've added that. I do not want to run it on the promises right now. I'll wait for that one. Oh, that's got something. Holy moly. Numeric for statement. Oh. Whitelist that one. Range list. Okay. Range list. That's a new one. We have statement data.range list. Then. Oh, that makes it super easy. I could just do, I'll just do that. Yay. Range list added. Is there another range? That is a local function stat. What? 62. Oh, yeah, yeah. Function stats, we have the argument lists. Tokens, don't need them. So function stats. Body. I should be passing the body in here. Alright. If I do that. Just make sure it works. Yep. Return statement. What's this one? Oh, yeah. So it's creating functions. We can add that now. Somebody touch my spaghetti. Debounce. Let's parse that one. I just need to make sure I support everything, that's all. Yep, that's supporting everything. Numbers! We love our numbers. While statement. Alright. Oh my god. Oh, and I need a repeat statement as well. Was this while that if condition? Oh, what's the repeat statement under? Do I even have a repeat statement anywhere? I think I do. Damn it. I don't want to pass those huge ones yet. Alright, I'm just going to change this one then. Not that one. New scripts. Repeat statement. We have our statement list. Condition. Body. Actually, I'm just gonna force it to do that. Okay. Yes, that should be good. Repeat stat. Repeat stat. Where's Roblox? Yeah. Parse it. Yeah, I think it's because of these here. What? Oh. What? Where? Right, that's apparently not me. Hmm. Well, next one. Alright, that should support like everything I need now. Or like 99% of everything. Let's start seeing where we can add these function calls. So function calls, if I do, for example, let's do, this one should be around pass. If I print out that, let's look for white. So that would be function stats. So function statements calling functions. So function stats. No, sorry. Function stats creating functions, isn't it? Is it creating or calling? What? Right. Function arguments is created function. That one's calling function. What's the damn thing called? Function calls. That is a function call. Okay. Save. Let's go here. Let's parse it. Let's go to table maybe. Yeah, table. Method expression. Method expression. Method expression. Statement data type equals method expression, then print statement data. I need to see where. String, no, table, yeah, table. Call expression. This method expression. Method is there is a source. Method expression. So there's function arguments. If there's function arguments, it's calling something. So unless it's the body that's function calls. Okay, we do have a problem. So what I'm gonna have to do is... So basically, each of these different like call expressions are called... They have a different structure to how they call functions. So like where the name is for it is different for each one. Or some of them are similar, some of them aren't. So I need to do something about that. So functions. So we've got function arguments, which is arg call. That's only if it's a method expression. Because I'm thinking about this right. These function arguments are also used when what do I do? Oops. So this function arguments table, I believe that is also used when functions are created as well as when functions are called. So what I need to do is, yeah, so they're being called and created. Like function arguments here, there is no name chain. So it's actually probably easier if I actually just leave it as that. The check available passes, get rid of the statement index. And what I'll do is support certain types, maybe? No. So right now I'm focusing on function calls. Call expression. So if statement data.type is equal to call expression, then call expressions definitely have it. All expressions don't have a name though, do they? Yes, they do. Base. Stop. Base. Token. Alright. I should need to print all of them. So what do they have in similar? Well, we can have a look for this base token. Let's have a look for token. That is a cool expression statement. Which is, this one's fucking huge. What the hell? Oh, yeah, that makes sense now. So that one is a method expression. So that's the method name. Human data dots. Oh, this is fun. Human data dot method dot source. Arguments method. So base. Oh, this is fucked. This is why I love it. Can we just leave it at that for a moment? Let's try it. Oh, no. I knew it, there's different types. Oh my god. Who the hell does this? Bruh. Base of a base. You know what? That'll be plenty for now. I have to come back to it. This is screwing me up. Unless I got recursive passing, I guess. You know, that's kind of fucked up. That's annoying. I might have to create a function or something. Do I have to create a function for each type or something? Or do I have to create a function to compile a name from the base or original base table? Is that what I have to do? Because what's it? The base table was something of something that. Ooh. Oh shit. I broke it. What the fuck? That's not good. What caused the recursivity? Reference. If I reference a table that references a parent table, that's recursive, I guess. Can you put a constraint on depth? If depth is larger than 50, then break. Return. Let's try that, maybe. Oh wait, I didn't even open the right place. So if I do form. That's fine. But when I do... that... Let's look inside the local var statement. So if I do print statement data. Yeah, base of base of base. Okay, I need a function for that. Local function get name from base dictionary. Base dictionary. If base dictionary dot base. Base dictionary dot. Oh my god, no, it's gonna do it again. Dot field dot. I know exactly what it's gonna do. That's gonna be able to support methods. Actually, I can show you right now what I'm gonna cry about. If I do... I think that's how I wanna do it. Variable expression. Nope, we're good. Alright. Wait, no. No, we're not. It's exactly as I hope it wasn't gonna be. Oh my god. Hey, pizza. Nope. I'm doing scripting. And I'm going to cry. This is for a plugin. Wait, base is before it. So I don't need to care about the base, it's just... whatever's there. That's only if I want the path for it. Ah! So that's only if I want the path for it, but if I want the name of it, I don't have to do that. I don't know where I was gonna put it. I think I deleted what I was gonna add it to anyways. Alright. Oh, that's nearly 3 hours. Oh, I'm tired. Oh. Oh. Well, I might show him again. I don't know if I'll do this though. That is fun. As it always should be. I'm gonna do format change 1. Works but doesn't. It's a tricky problem I had to solve. Yeah. That's always fun. I'll probably... Let's see, I could do this... No, I don't want to do the Java projects on stream. What can I do next time? Oh, what was that other game we were trying to talk about? No, you were asking about projects. RPG series. I don't really know what to add to it. Well, we could do ordered leaderboards, I guess. That could work. I might do ordered leaderboards for the RPG series. Or maybe get the PvP system going. That could work. Oh, obviously the magic too. I forgot about that. Okay. Oh, actually, I forgot all about that. Gotta do the magic. Actually, do I even have let me check GitHub projects. It's not even in there. I need to sort them. Let me just quickly grab under Roblox. No. Yes. Sort. Stored projects. What? Where did I put it? I had my GitHub project somewhere. Where did I put them? Yeah, let me bring this over. I was busy and I cleaned up everything here. Except all my GitHub projects are missing somewhere. GitHub. It's not on my drive, is it? You know it's not. The hell? Where did they go? I put them somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, that's whatever. Visual Studio. Java. Sort. No, there's nothing else in there. And I deleted them. Wish I didn't. Programming. Nope. Nope. Roblox. Pretty sure I did not put them in here. I did put them somewhere, okay. That's fun. I'll just clone the repository. I do actually have to fix some things to do with the other repository. The RPG series one. Is actually something I gotta fix. Oh. But yeah. I'll see you next stream when we do something, I guess. It'll probably end up maybe being the RPG series, but I'm not sure. We shall see. Yeah.